Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If it is your first time, welcome to the family. But before we go any further, you know what to do. Please click on that subscribe button, guys. Click on the subscribe button, and you can only click subscribe if you are signed in to your Gmail account. If you didn't know that, now you know. Today we're going to be talking about how do you know you're ready to be a mom? How do you know that you are ready for a baby? Yeah, is it something that just happens overnight? What are some of the key things that you can look at or to decide whether to have a baby or not? Yeah, so these are 10 things that I think I went through before my husband and I decided if we were ready to have a baby or not. You know, obviously there are serious things that you need to think about obviously before you have a baby. Financially, are you kind of stable? I don't think you'll ever have enough money, but obviously the list that I'm about to go through, these are things that this was my experience, okay? Were some of the key things in my life that help my husband and I almost decide whether we're ready for a baby or not. And just a disclaimer, you deciding you're ready for a baby doesn't mean that you're not going to be scared. We were terrified of having a baby, but regardless of the fear, these were just some of the things that for us, or for me, that showed me that actually maybe I may be ready to have a baby. Okay, you feel comfortable with having a baby. So what usually happens is you go through seasons where either you as the woman, you feel like, oh, I really want a baby, and then your partner might be like, not yet. Then sometimes it swaps, and then your partner would be like, oh babes, you know, it would be really nice, you know, if we had a child, and you would be like, no, do you know what I mean? But there's some time where it's like, okay, this is okay. So let me tell you how it happened with us. So my husband had gone to Cape Town, for some conference, and he's always like, I don't want kids because I feel like we're not financially there. We don't have money. Kids are expensive. But if you've watched our previous videos, you know that everything is expensive to my husband. Yeah, and then Jiggy Motukuo comes back from Cape Town and he's like, oh, I bought you a gift. Guys, Motukuo orekile onesie. He legit went into a kiddies store and he brought a little baby onesie. And I'm like, what is this? What is happening? I thought you were the person that was like, oh, he's like, yeah, no, I just saw this and yeah, I thought it would be nice. And I'm just like, what? And then that's when I knew. I'm like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready. If you're ready, it's gonna be scary, but yeah, so there's a sense of you feel like it's okay. You are willing to sacrifice something, okay? So either with you and your partner, you discuss about having baby. It might mean, for both of you guys, it might mean maybe you stop working and you stay at home, and as the woman, you're fine with that. It might mean you relocating somewhere different to be closer to family, and you're fine with that. It might mean maybe if you work late hours, maybe you've been working late hours for extra time or whatever, you're willing to cut down on that because you want to be at home with your family. It might mean that you're willing to sacrifice that holiday because you want to save up for having a baby. Yeah, so that's one of the ways that, yeah, some of the ways you see that you're actually willing to sacrifice for another human being. Yeah, you have a solid relationship with your partner. I'm not even kidding, guys. When you have a baby, it doesn't care how in love you are with your partner. It doesn't care how long you've been together. Your relationship is going to change. It could change for the better, it could change for the worse, but the point is, it is going to change. And if you guys are at a place where either you're not sure about the person that you're with, if it's an abusive relationship, whatever, abusive emotionally, whatever, I would be careful about bringing another life into that. I mean, obviously, God's timing is God's timing, and sometimes a baby is unplanned. I'm not going to say baby is a mistake, because I don't think there's such a thing, but sometimes a baby is unplanned and you'll make it work. But if you're sitting down and you're trying to decide, is this the time for us to have baby, I think you and a partner have to be in a solid relationship. And what I mean by that is that you fight in healthy ways. You are going to fight, you are going to argue, but you are able to resolve conflict. Yeah, because we still haven't got it right, but it took us 3 years to fight in a healthy way. Whereas before, we'd go a week without talking to each other. Let's say he'd be angry, I don't know why he's angry, then I'd be like, oh, okay, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm not going to run after you. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a healthy way of fighting, because your pride gets in the way, and you can't bring a child into that kind of environment. We don't shout at each other, we don't swear at each other. Yeah, I think we respect each other in our fights. So that's another thing. And as well, I think you need to be solid in that you need to see the person that you're with. They need to be responsible. If this person that you're with is a fly-by-night, or they disappear, or you don't know what they're doing with their money, they might not be ready to be a dad and take responsibility. Yeah, you see babies everywhere, guys. You know, there's a difference with, oh, you see a baby and it's like, oh, it's so cute. I started seeing babies everywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook. You end up watching all these baby videos. You end up watching things of how moms told their husbands that they were pregnant. You start going on Pinterest and you look at baby clothes. Listen, you just go baby crazy, and you just like, oh baby this, oh baby this. So you basically become broody. You secretly have a nursery board on Pinterest. Okay, now if you don't know what Pinterest is like, yeah, it's like you basically have a mood board, or you have albums of whatever you want. So if you're planning a wedding, if fashion, food, whatever it is. So I had a nursery room, guys, and you hide it. I hid it so that people baskabone that I'm thinking about having a baby. So I pin all the things that I'd imagined for my unborn child's nursery, whenever that is, whether it's a boy or a girl. How would my pregnancy announcement, how would I tell people I'm pregnant? That time I'm not even pregnant, but I'm collecting pictures and I'm doing the most. You already have baby names, né? You already have baby names, and I think a lot of people have baby names, but you get so touched when someone that you know uses your baby name, and it's just like, no, but that's what I wanted to name my child. Yeah, but you're not even pregnant yet, so you can't actually say to someone, no, don't use that name. Yeah, so that was also one of the things. And you stock up on pregnancy tests, guys. Like, I don't know why. I was on the pill. I knew, I mean, obviously there's a chance that on the pill you could fall pregnant, but for some reason I always had a pregnancy test in the house. It's almost like I don't know, that there's just a thing. It's almost like I'm prepared. I want to know now if I'm pregnant. And this goes to my next one. When you do test, okay, at first you're like scared, like, oh my gosh, and then when you do test and the test comes out negative, you're actually legit disappointed. You're just like, oh man, there's just some kind of sadness that there is, because I feel like I think when in my first year of marriage, I know I wasn't ready for a child, and when I tested, I would be so relieved when the test would come out negative, like, yo, thank goodness that we aren't pregnant. But as time goes by, after 3 years of marriage, how I knew I was ready, I get so disappointed, guys, like, oh man, it's negative again. You're slightly envious when a friend or people that you know tell you that they're having babies. So obviously you are excited for them, especially if it's close friends. You're genuinely excited for them, but there's that little feeling like, oh man, I wish this was us, I wish this was me, I wish I was the one sharing this news. Yeah, I wish I was the one pregnant. So there is that slight envy, you have a support system in place. Okay, so both my husband and my family, they're like 3 hours away, but I have such good close friends, support system with me, and not just for someone to babysit, but genuine people that if my car gets stuck, these people can come to me. If there's an emergency, you have people to call, people to dial. Yeah, if you have a good support system, that's one of the things, I guess, signs that can tell that you're ready to be a mom, you're ready to have a baby. So I hope that was helpful for those people out there wondering if they're ready to have a baby or not, ready to be parents. I really hope that was helpful. Obviously this applied to me, it might not apply to you, some of these things might not apply to you, but yeah, I hope you found it helpful. You know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and guys, please comment down below. Tell me some of your worries about being a parent or being a mom. Yeah, and what are your thoughts on the topic? I really love hearing from you and your comments, even if it's just a smiley face. Just comment down below. But thank you guys so much for the love. I really appreciate the support, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.